Hi, I'm Ron Richardson. I'd like to share my experience with a wonderful contractor, Samuel from Monarch Roofing in Deerfield Beach. My roof was a mess. It was dirty, I had broken tiles, and the flat roof in the back had started to spring a leak, and I needed some help. I like to work from referrals, as probably you do, so I asked around of others that had had some roof work done as to who they could recommend that they found trustworthy and did work at fair price. And the name Samuel kept coming up. I like to work with family businesses and also those which are on Angie's list, because those contractors are held to a higher standard of customer service, as you probably know. So I looked him up on Angie's list, and he was top rated, plus he had an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau website. That convinced me. So I called up Sam, made an appointment, and he showed up the next day. And on time! That was what made the first impression. He got up on the roof, took all his measurements, looked at all the broken tiles and cracked ones, examined that flat roof rather carefully, and came down, wrote up a written estimate for me on the spot, and gave it to me, and I was very pleasantly surprised that it was very reasonable. So I was happy with that. So I signed him up, and the next day he showed up on time again. That was wonderful. And immediately began to do the power washing on the roof. But not before he'd moved the porch furniture out in the grass so that wouldn't get dirty, and my car was already out of the driveway, but he asked if the neighbor's car could be moved too, just to make sure that he didn't get any dirt washed down on him. He went ahead and did the power washing, and looked really careful at that flat roof and examined it, started working on it, and found that he could actually repair just a portion of it, which had rotten wood, rather than replace the whole thing. So that was an additional cost savings. Next day, replaced all the broken tiles and got ready to do the painting of the roof with a special paint that, as you may know, it requires. But before he did that, he made sure he had covered our driveway so that nothing would get on it painting. And the same thing, the porch was covered also. And again, made sure that both cars were out of the driveways. And when he got all done, it looked like a brand new roof. I was really happy with it. Now, we have a palm tree that's hanging over the roof, and its branches were wiping the roof and kind of a nuisance. Without my saying anything, he actually had gotten up, cut all those branches back so that the palm was well away from the roof and would not cause any future damage. Here, you can kind of see what he did here. You can see that it's up there. The palm was just planted too close to the house, that's all. Anyway, when he was all done and he had left, you'd never know he was here. He cleaned everything up. It was wonderful. So I can highly recommend him and say that if you are in Dade, Broward, or Palm Beach counties, I highly recommend you give Samuel a call at Monarch Roofing at 954-426-8050 and have Sam come on out and give you an estimate, which he'd be glad to do. You'll be happy with the work he does, just as we have been. He's not paying me to say this. I just feel that giving a recommendation to somebody that does a good job in a small family business is worthwhile. They deserve the credit, and I'm glad to spread the word around a little bit. So again, I say call Sam now. Get your roof fixed before it really becomes a problem. 954-426-8050. Take action. You'll be happy you did. Thanks for watching.